certified banger.
That's good. Awesome.
This was a certified banger. This was a certified banger.
Okay, cool, let's get started. What's going on? How we feeling? Let's go!
This was a certified banger.
What is going on, guys? Today is the 10th stream. What's good? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, don't mind me. What's everyone up to? How we feeling? Today we got some bangers, I'm sure, in the pipeline. How's everyone's week? What's everyone been up to? We got some exciting stuff. Today is the 10th stream of the fucking live stream music reviews is live. Let's get it. So in celebration, we hosted a bingo card event. So we're giving away 1 month of Nitro to one of the winners. And what's that called? Haircut is wild. Thanks, fam. I didn't get a haircut. Hairs just be all over the place today, man. Thanks. Looking out for your guy. I appreciate you, Nah, for real, man. I do have to get a haircut. But today, we are going to be announcing the winners of the giveaway. So let's get started. I have everyone as far as, what's it called? Reviews and all that, all the names in here. If you had more than one submission, because you had the chance to get 2 submissions if you both posted your photo of the bingo card in the photos channel for Discord server, and on top of that, if you tagged us in your story. So all the people who did tag us in their stories did have the extra submission that is in here. So what's it called? No, I felt like this was appropriate for some reason. Don't ask how I've got this. So we gonna stir it up, stir up the pot. Let's go. How we doing?
This was a certified banger.
Let's go, some random one, I don't know. Oh god, I broke the thing, but this is the winner, whoever this is. The thing fucking broke, but this thing is the, oh my god, it's all over the floor, but let's go. Okay, so the winner is I has fins. So I has fins. Hit us up in the Discord server. What's that called? I believe Tiki T is going to be the one giving you the prize. So just, what's it called? Just send a thing in the Discord server. Say hello. But congratulations. Let's get to it. Don't mind me. Today's wild, guys. Oh my goodness, having too much fun. And you know what's crazy? We're in the process of like building like a studio here, and it's literally just swept the floor. So now there's paper literally all over the place. Greetings from Discord. What's going on? How we feeling? We're gonna get started today. So first, as always, we start with the Discord subscribers. So the Discord subscribers, the ones that support us, it's $2.99 a month, and we listen to the whole song. We give a more in-depth critique of the record. So first things first, we do have UltraBlu. And just so you know, I did promise UltraBlu last week that they could submit twice, but their second submission will be at the end. So just fair warning of that. But let's get to it. So this is UltraBlu's first submission. Rose Gold, let's get it. Without feature, work in progress.
I've been putting in the time, fuck you talking about. Hand on my pipe, this ain't something we can talk about. Whole world filled with spite, still gonna walk around. I just took some beans with no rice and I'm still coming down. I beg you to reach for that mod, cause I ain't no type to get raw. Took off your top, we aim for the top. She give me tired, I smell like a top. Rose gold chain for that hoe, 24 carats, I just got some brain from his bitch, he embarrassed, He thought we was playing about the shit, he got carried off. Time for clip, then we fit him to the pig, she get very raw. She wanna taste, but I made her wait, cause I only fuck with a bitch she paid. Don't want the cake, it's money to make. Can't save a hoe, retired the game. I can't take a plea, they won't get a statement. Gave me her heart, and I had to break it. What's on my sleeve, a couple of aces. Puffin' on OG, that's my medication. We just went back to back, pop the act. Nobody touching the bag. Chopper gon' crack his ass, stomp the rat. Nobody getting the pass. He tryna go toe to toe, he kissed the road. Only took one to his dome. Took my left in the freezing and cold. I like some blood in the snow. That bitch nasty, she disgusting, won't stop begging. That bitch fussy, her man keep calling. That shit funny, FaceTime back, just say we fucking slow my speech. Babe, where the fuck are my keys? I gotta make my way. Fall on the seat, get in this bitch to the speed, and let my life fade away. I got blurry vision, burning bridges, earning digits. I just keep my distance, no forgiveness, swerving bitches. They ain't know me, now they listen, gon' make it out. With God on witness, life's a game and I'll beat the mission. Cash and pills with my ambition. Rose gold chain for that hoe, 24 carats, I just got some brain from his bitch, he embarrassed, He thought we was playing about the shit, he got carried off. Time to clip, then we fit him him to the pig, she get very raw. She wanna taste, but I made her wait, cause I only fuck with a bitch she paid. Don't want the cake, it's money to make. Can't save a whole retired the game. I can't take a plea, they won't get a statement. Gave me her heart and I had to break it. What's in my sleeve? A couple of aces. Puffin' on OG, that's my medication. OG is my medication. OG is my medication.
Okay.
OG is my medication. OG is my medic, my medic, my medic, my medic, my medic.
Hey, let's go. That was UltraBlu. Let's go. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified banger.
Let's go. That was Rolls Golds by UltraBlu. Sick track. Love the synths. Love the vocal melodies. It was very, very much of a fun club type record. Super, super cool stuff. And I absolutely love the fucking, what's that called? The damn like I've seen that as far as your tracks, like you tend to use those like low vocals a lot. It's what's it called? It's a fun song. As far as like the critiques go for the record, what I would say is that overall I feel like your vocals could definitely come up in the mix. The vocals are definitely a little bit low in the mix, so they could definitely be brought up for sure. And I think that you could add even more high ends, really get that air coming out. And you have like this quarter note delay, I believe, that's like ping-ponging back and forth. I would just turn it down like a hair and maybe take some of the low mids out of it. So always make sure to EQ your delay sense that you have, what's it called, on your vocals, because you don't want, because it's very easy to create too much low mid frequency just in a track in general. So just taming, what's it called, taming everything in the low mid area, even when it seems so like mundane, like it's just like a delay send. Like I always recommend just cutting out some of that muddiness inside of the delays. And
she wanna taste, but I made her wait, cause I only fuck with a bitch she paid. Don't want the cake, it's money to make. Can't save a whole.
I definitely like the swing on this one's nuts.
They won't get a statement. Gave me her heart and I had to break it. What's in my sleeve? A couple of aces. Puffin' on OG, that's my medication.
I think this one's my favorite.
Nobody touching the bag. Chopper gon' crack his ass.
And I feel like there are parts where the low vocal is still too loud, so I would still lower it down a bit. I know you do want it to be more of a forefront, what's it called, effect of your vocals, and I feel like this is lower in comparison to other records that you have played in the past, but I feel like you could still even go a little bit quieter in the mix.
I'm the rat, nobody getting the pass. You tryna go toe to toe, he kissed the road. Only to once was done.
Harlow Mosey vibes. I can definitely see that.
Man, keep calling, that shit funny. FaceTime back, they say we fuck, you slow my speech. Babe, where the fuck are my keys? I gotta make my way. If I wanna see, get in this bitch at a speed and let my life fade away. I got blurry vision, burning bridges,
like, there isn't really much to say on this one. Other than, I would say also you could still play around with the melody a little bit more. I still feel like you're still maintaining that same kind of tone throughout the whole entire track. Like I feel like you could still go like have a lot more fun with your melodies. Like instead of staying on the same note for the whole entire track for the most part. Like
for the top, she give me tired, it's like a tie. Rose gold chain for that hoe, 24 carats. I just got some brain from his bitch.
Like you just pretty much just go. Like it's pretty much two notes back and forth.
She get very raw. She wanna taste, but I made her wait, cause I only fuck with a bitch she paid. Don't want the cake, it's money to make. Can't save a whole retired the game. I can't take a plea, they won't get a statement.
That's really it as far as like critiques go. Really, there's like this one's pretty clean. And
I just got some brain from his bitch, she embarrassed. Thought we was playing by the shit.
I think that the drums could knock a little bit more. Like the what's it called? The snare does sound a little low in the mix.
Cause I only fuck with a bitch she paid. Don't want the cake, it's money to make. Can't save a whole retired the game. I can't take a plea, they won't get a statement.
And
give me your heart,
I think that like as far as like records like this, you want your vocals to be the main point, and you want definitely the 808 to definitely be the second main point, and I feel like that isn't the case in this mix too. I feel like you could have the 808 just a little bit higher in comparison, and maybe lower the synth stuff a little bit, just to make some more room.
Only fuck with a bitch she paid. Don't want the cake, it's money to make. Can't save a hoe, it's hard to game. I can't take a plea, they won't get a stake.
But
Give me your heart and I had to break it.
that, and what I would say is there was another thing that did stand out. There was a beat tag like towards the middle.
That shit funny, FaceTime back.
I'm not exactly sure exactly the spot, but what I would say is when there is a producer tag in the middle, like it seems a little like what's the point? Like because it's already in the beginning. So as far as like putting a beat tag, I would try to get rid of the one that is in the middle of the track if you can. It's like, I understand having a beat tag in the beginning, but having it in the middle, it's almost like reiterating something that's already been done. Like it almost seems like it's almost like a YouTube beat, just because that's just what it seemed. Because that's just what YouTube producers tend to do, because they don't want people ripping off their tracks off the internet. So I would definitely, if you don't own the beat or you haven't made the beat yourself, I would say definitely get the license for the track, because if you do mark, like, you will run into a whole bunch of other people having the same what's it called, instrumental as you, and you can run into issues later on with that. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. To my motherfuckers. Okay, that makes way more sense. Yeah, so that problem will be solved when it comes time. So, but I definitely recommend. I think this is one of your stronger songs, so I would definitely recommend investing in the instrumental itself so that you can get the exclusivity of it. So only, you don't want a whole bunch of the same people on your track, like a whole bunch of like artists on the same beat as you, because it kind of seems a little like, what's it called, as an artist trying to come up, it's like it kind of doesn't make you stand out. It makes you seem like you're just like any other like regular artist on the street, like, if that makes any sense. But really, that's really the only critiques that I have for the song. It's a solid record, so definitely whenever it's, because I'm assuming, yeah, this is unlisted, and it said, what's it called, how to make a before the real one drops. That's really it. Now I gotta own it for sure. I mean, that's really it as far as critiques go for this record. I know you do have a second one because, what's it called, you were unable to last week, so I let you submit to this week. So, well, I'm going to play a second one of yours at the end. So we're going to move on to the next track, but that was Rose Gold by UltraBlu. Let's get it.
This was a certified banger.
Next we have Haamid Harris, Losing Control. Let's get it. Woo! very trippy. Cool, that was Losing Control by Haamid Harris. Let's get it.
This was a certified banger.
Sheesh. Okay, I see you. I see you. No, I definitely love the, what's it called? You always bring the fun, like, dance EDM vibes for sure every time. And I absolutely love the, what's it called? The 4 on the floor type instrumentals that you bring through. They're always fun to hear. It was a very trippy instrumental as usual. It really seems like when, like, you really, like, hone into these, like, really, like, ambient, almost ambient-esque type tracks that where you could kind of, like, really put yourself in a sort of, like, space. So I really do love the kind of psychedelic nature of the track for sure. And it's like, and I definitely peeped the vocal layering that you did have in the background, that so you had going on, which is really sick on top. And then yeah, really cool, fun stuff. And the what's it called, the ping pong delays that you had going on as well were really sick. And I do love the kind of like, what's it called, the very, like, very gritty, almost like very like Moog-esque type bass that you had going on as well, really driving the track. So really dug this track. As far as critiques go, what I would say is that kick drum needs to punch me in the face, man. Like, I really am lacking that kind of really, that clarity of like that really punchy kick that it could really have. And I feel like it is the kick sample that you were using, because your kick sample has a lot of like, and that's cool, but it needs more of the, it needs to sound more like that to really punch through. So you need a kick with a little bit more, like a cleaner kind of low frequency, and like a little bit more of like, almost like a clicky kick drum would really, really stick out. As far as like this record, I feel like it's just the sample choice. And as far as the, what's it called? And as far as like the snare drum was kind of cool. I did like the snare drum, but the drums are just way too low. I feel, what's it called? Like, you really gotta, what's it called? As far as like the mastering or like whatever the mixing that you were doing on these records, like I would definitely first start with the volume balancing, which I think you did a pretty good job with volume balancing, but I would definitely bring those main elements up, because as far as a dance EDM record, the main focus is the drums, especially the kick and the snare drum. Second being the bass, and third being the vocals. Sometimes those three are a little bit switched out in orders, but usually the kick is the main focus of these type of records, so it definitely needs to take more of the forefront of the mix. So I would definitely experiment with switching out your drum samples when you are producing, because don't ever like stick to one. Always try a few different ones until you just find the perfect one. Because what I sometimes do when I'm doing producing is that I will like program just the basic drum kit, but then I will take the time to literally just start switching out the sounds and just like seeing, oh, do I like this hi-hat better? Or do I like this snare drum better? Or do I like if I layered this snare with another snare with a little bit more high end? Does it make it cut through a little bit more? Or do I EQ this to make it buzz a little bit more because it's a little bit dull? And over time, you're gonna just start really getting the hang of really, fine tuning your drum samples. And I feel like that's really missing here. So I would definitely say try to get in the nitty gritty and really try like switching out samples and experiment with EQing your drums as well. So. And here you do have like two kind of bass instruments that are going on at the same time, I believe. Because you have like bum 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 bum, like kind of this dotted eighth note kind of thing, but you also have this eighth note kind of pattern. I don't know if it's a delay that you have on it, but there's something that is like kind of conflicting in the bass frequencies there. So I would try to just have one as the main focus if it is two different sounds, or I would, take off, if it is one sound with a delay, take off the delay, because it's causing a lot of like clutter that's in the lows. So it's just really hard to find what the focal point is as far as that goes. So like here it's clear, of what the main focus is in the bass. Boom, boom, and here's where it gets a little. That's kind of where it starts to kind of fall apart as far as like trying to hear what the bass is doing and what you're trying to do in what's it called as far as like a pattern goes. So the bass is a little, I might simplify the lower bass mini. The track felt a little empty with just one. What I would suggest, if that's the case, try switching out the bass sound, because it may just be the bass sound itself. Like 9 times out of 10, it's not your the notes that it's doing, it's the sound itself. So if the bass, what's it called, or you could also try layering the same MIDI just with another bass as well, and as long as it doesn't create any extra muddiness and you EQ it correctly, so it's not like conflicting in any of the frequencies. What's it called? You could try also duplicating the MIDI and then trying layering another sound on top. And sometimes that could fill out the bass more, but you really don't want to have like these like 2 conflicting bass things on top of a kick drum, because that's just begging for the mix to just kind of just like be really like really confused in the low end. So and definitely add some more reverb on your vocals too, especially your delay sends. Like I hear that it's here, and your vocals still seem a little bit on the thin side. So I would definitely, like add some more low mids. And the auto-tune sounded like it was a little bit auto-tune out of tune there, so just be careful. Like right there. So just be careful with the auto-tune settings that you have. If you want, I can give you the key of the track real quick, just to make your life easy. Bong, bong. Hold up, I got you. That's another thing, that the key also, it does seem like there's a few instruments that are conflicting. Like there is no like solid key here. Like it sounds like it wants to be in F minor. But it feels like it is like there are things in there that are a little bit conflicting. So just be careful. It wouldn't make sense to be A flat, because there's already, it's not A, it wouldn't be A sharp. Because listen, when I play the scale, it really conflicts. Like it's not A sharp, it would be F minor. But there's still some things that are a little bit confused, but it sounds like it wants to be rooted in F minor. So that's another thing that I would definitely like take a look at. So, as far as like critiques, I think that's really everything. I think you did a really good job with the arrangement here. And I do like the, the vocal melismas, that like the kind of lines that you had going on. Like I did like the melodies that you had. It was pretty sick. And I like that you kind of gave the track like times to breathe as well. So kudos to you, like super sick track. I think that's everything. Like, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat too. So thank you for submitting Losing Control. Let's get it.
This was a certified banger.
Sheesh. Let's move on to the next one. We have Broken Body by Immute. Let's get it. Nice.
When I stepped on the floor, I seen some hoes from Baliman E. They busted down and showed how they can calm your nerves with glory. On gates of Castle line, they threw it back, it told the story. I lost my tongue that night, it left me speechless. tombé, pas visé par la seule femme la folle. Les games ont léger des manques qui m'ont pensé, mais mon pas cause créole, moi j'ai. I'm sorry, but I lost my tongue. Probably don't know what I'm saying, you're drunk. Understand what you're saying, just some. Maybe it's partly cause I'm drinking rum. One bar, two more, ban verre. I stay at my road, won't care, she's over there. I speak broken Creole, don't understand my calls, don't speak at all. Just leave it by the za. Stupid on my crafts, kissy sa, quiero gratata. I'm on the clock, it's a bar. When I stepped on the floor, I seen some hoes from Baliman E. They busted down and showed how they can calm your nerves with glory. They landed, threw it back, it told the story. I lost my tongue that night, it left me speechless with my worries. Mon presque est fini, ici, éclate pas de mots comme au couille. Immute les fous, ce temps de moi fini. Les bras dans les ciels comme au passe-paris. Pour éclate partout, they don't know my voice, but they will. I don't come across long word blocks when I build. When I rap in a whole different language, I kill. I ain't here for a medal if the ropes keep still. When I stepped on the floor, I seen some hoes from Baliman E. They busted down and showed how they can calm your nerves with glory. They landed, threw it back, it told the story. I lost my tongue that night, it left me speechless with my worries. When I stepped on the floor, I seen some hoes from Baliman E. They busted down and showed how they can calm your nerves with glory. They landed, threw it back, it told the story. I lost my tongue that night, it left me speechless with my worries.
Okay, I see you, Immute. Let's get it. That was Broken Body by
This
Immute.
was a certified
Let's
banger.
get it. Super sick track. No, I loved that. That track was nuts. What are you talking about? You said that you weren't meaning to drop that. What? What are you talking about? That track is nuts. No, love the swing. I had no idea that you spoke a second language or a third. Like I had no idea. So, you learn something new every day. No, that's sick. Love the swing of the track. The drum programming is nuts. Did you produce the track? Let me know. As far as like the record goes, like love the hook. Hook melody is very catchy. What's it called? Love the you really got creative with the with the sound design. Yes, I speak Creole, French, and English. Hey, oh shit, that's awesome. Wish I got to produce it. Ah, dang. It's cool, but still the writing on the record is really solid. Like I absolutely love the melodies that you came up with, like very good top line that you wrote. Like this track is nuts. As far as critiques go for the record, what I would say is, like, I know you didn't produce the track. I don't know if you mixed the instrumental, have the stems, but the bass information is definitely clipping in a digital way. So just be careful of that. The bass could sound a lot cleaner. Like, I get that you really love to push, like, it seems like in the consensus you love driving your bass to like you want your bass to just really knock. So just be careful of that. The bass is definitely on the clipping side. And what I would say is your vocals are still a little bit low in the mix. I would definitely raise your vocals in the mix. Like, and especially that hook section where your vocals are stacked like that.
When I stepped on the floor, I seen some hoes from Baliman E. They busted down and showed how they can calm your nerves.
Like, I absolutely love, like, this part is sick. Bass is like a drug, yeah. What's it called? And there are times, there's a lot of stacks that you did at certain points. And I feel like there's definitely a lot of timing issues, like as far as them being lined up with each other. Especially like there, like especially right there, like you could definitely take the time to really lock those in. And I feel like what's it called? You don't necessarily need to have those stacks the whole entire time.
I'm sorry, but I lost my tongue. Probably don't know what I'm saying, you're drunk. Understand what
Like,
you're saying,
I love this.
Maybe it's probably cause I'm drinking rum. One bar, two more, ban verre. I stay at my road, won't care, she's over there. I speak broken Creole, don't understand my calls, don't speak it all. Just leave it by the side.
Like, this track is a vibe, man. Like, definitely have a, yeah, like, the main thing for you is you gotta promote these, man.
On my crafts, kissy sa, quiero gratata.
But definitely I would adjust the timing issues there, because I think that's really the biggest issue for this track, is just really doing that. And
it's a bar. I stepped on the floor, I seen some hoes from Baliman E. They busted down
and that your vocals definitely have to be thicker there. That they say they're a little bit, like a tiny bit on the thin side in that section. I know there's a lot going on as far as the instrumental goes, but definitely like your vocals should still be like with the type of track that, like the type of swing is this, is like usually the vocals are like right there in your face, like, and I feel like your vocals aren't hitting that mark in the mix as they should.
I lost my tongue that night and left me speechless with my worries.
Especially like with that, like right after the hook, I feel like you lose a lot of impact of the hook if you have a lot of stacking in your verses, because you want when the hook comes in that it's like, oh damn, like there's a whole bunch of vocal stacks and it's like right in your face. But if you have throughout the whole entire verse stacks, like it kind of loses its impact that it could have as far as like an arrangement standpoint. Like you could do in and outs and get away with it. Like a sort of build up. Exactly. You want the track to kind of have like a peak. Like it would be a lot more effective if they were in and outs instead for the verses, and then like I just hear also would be really cool, like this more personal touch if you had like ad-lib stuff in the background too. Maybe even like a different vocalist that's just having like doing some crazy shit in the background. I do peep the that you did in the background too. Just be careful of the pitch of some of them. Some of them are a little bit off pitch, so I've just watched that. When you go back up, the just make sure that you're hitting that minor third there. That can be a little bit clear.
Left me speechless with my worries. When I stepped on the floor, I seen some hoes from Baliman E. They busted down and showed how they can calm your nerves with glory.
And I hear it. I do also hear it in the hook here.
I lost my tongue that night and left me speechless with my worries.
Like, and I love the what's it called? I don't know if that's you. But the really thin like vocals in the background here, I love that. Yeah, that's really everything as far as like critiques go for the record. I really don't have anything else. I think this sounds like a single for you. I think it's just a matter of just fine-tuning those things, and I think again promoting the hell out of it. Social media, everything, like I already gave you the rundown before, but definitely like I know this came out September 8th, so really not that long ago, so you definitely still have time, because I'm assuming this should be, I'm pretty sure this is your latest record, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But definitely push this. Still need to post it on my Instagram. You haven't posted it on your Instagram, Immute? What? What? Immute! What? Oh my god, Immute posted tomorrow! My Insta got hacked. Oh, I see. Okay. That's recovered and all. I got you. But oh my god, like post it like tomorrow, what? Oh my goodness. Wow. Definitely, what's that called? Definitely gotta promote that. Wow. Immute is very unorganized. We gotta fix that, Immute. We gotta fix that. But definitely, that's really everything as far as critiques go for the record, as far as like the production of the mix. Any questions, of course, feel free to reach out. You already know. So, thank you for submitting Broken Body by Immute. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
The song's stuck in my head now, yeah. It definitely has a catchy hook, right? Oh my goodness. So next we have No One by Beanie Productions. Just letting everyone know from here on out, now, what's it called? We went over all the Discord subscribers. From here on out, it's 1 minute and 30 seconds per track. So just letting you know, that's just, what's it called? The standard as far as standard submissions are. So we are going to get started with Beanie Productions, No One. Let's take a listen. Let's get it. So that's the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Beanie Productions, No One.
This was a
Let's get
certified
it.
banger.
Super sick track. Love the kind of, what's it called? The arpeggiated synth tours over here. And I like, what's it called? And I love the, what's it called? The kind of respace that you had going on. This kind of like, wow, wow bass. This is always fun to hear. So, and really cool drum programming as well. So, like, love these like arpeggiated synth pads, what's it called, that you had going on here. As far as like critiques go for the record, what I would say is be careful. I feel like there's something missing like towards the beginning. Like it just feels like very empty, and I feel like you could fill out that space, like maybe get like a vocalist or something to put something on top, because it feels like it just has like there's a whole bunch of just empty space, and that's really all the way up until like 40 seconds in that I feel like is on the empty side until this synth comes in. So that's like a good 45 seconds without anything really melodic that's like leading the track. So that's definitely something that I would definitely like keep in mind, is I always like to have something melodic come in within at least the first like 20 seconds or so in the track to really catch a listener. Because if it's just like, if it's part of like a project or like an EP, you can get away with it. But what's that called? If it's like for a project, like you can definitely get away with it. But if it's not, like you definitely need something melodic to take the forefront of the track, so that listeners, when they're listening, they have something to kind of latch onto. Like, for example, like a hook section of the song, like you want to really drill in, what's it called, something melodic in someone's head, so someone gets stuck in their head so they have a reason to go, what's that song? Let me go check it out. I want to hear it again. And I don't really have that in this track. So I feel like something melodic, like it could be an instrument, or what's it called, as the chat says, Get Me On Them Vocals by Haamid Harris. Maybe Haamid Harris. So definitely, what's it called, be open for, as far as like putting a vocalist and everything on top of things. So that's really everything. Thank you for submitting. No One, Beanie Productions.
This was a certified banger.
Next we have 400 Miles Per Hour by Young Hilly Goat. Let's get it.
Let me see something crazy. Let me see something wicked. Going 400 miles, I ain't slowing down. It ain't no limits. I'm revving up. The bitch wanna lick it. I spot me a pig. High speed, I ain't getting no ticket. Let me see something crazy. Let me see something wicked. Going 400 miles, I ain't slowing down. It ain't no limits. I'm revving up. The bitch wanna lick it. I spot me a pig. High speed, I ain't getting no ticket. Cinderella in the back. On the right got Princess Tiana. Grown man, but I know for sure. I don't ever wanna hear you say conda. You lit, we lit on ganja. Just drink, don't think, don't ponder. She want sex, I'm talking about weight. She lost, I'm talking about Fonda. Go gorilla, I'm talking about an 8. Bad gal, she listen to Sonda. Hit Frost, I ain't talking about flakes. In the cool ball, black on Kwanzaa. 40, he needed a break. He started to travel, he went over yonder. Little mama, she can't even take. I gave it a snake, I gave it a mamba. Let me see some crazy, let me see some wicked, Going 400 miles, I ain't slowing down, it ain't no limits, I'm revving up, the bitch want lick it, I spot me a pig, high speed, I ain't getting no ticket, Let me see some crazy, let me see some wicked, Going 400 miles, I ain't slowing down, it ain't no limits, I'm revving up, the bitch want lick it, I spot me a pig, high speed, I ain't getting no ticket,
So that's the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting.
This was a
400
certified
miles per
banger.
hour by Young Hilly Goat. Sick track, man. Absolutely love the Jersey Club vibes as always. You know, what's it called? I always love hearing some Jersey Club records. That bass is always sick. And your vocals, like, it's really cool. You would definitely have the vocal tone for this type of track. So I really, what's it called? Really enjoyed listening to that. And the hook section was catchy as well. I don't know if you produced the record. I don't think you did, because of the tags that I did here. And there was a lot of really cool synth information stuff that were going on throughout. So what's that called? Really sick track. As far as critiques go for the record, what I would say is everything overall, the mastering, like, it just feels very, like, it doesn't feel like it's mixed. So I would definitely, what's it called? Look, like, if you did mix the record, definitely look at where you could fill out some of the space, because everything overall feels very dry. Like, there isn't really a sense of space or depth in the mix. So, like, your vocals feel very thin. And, like, they sound like they are in, like, a not treated room. So I would definitely look at, as far as, like, getting some mixing and mastering done for the record, because you could definitely take it to the next level, because this record's crazy, I think. So the vocals overall, definitely some compression on the vocals, definitely some EQ for sure. Have some reverb sends, delays, and whatnot on your vocals to really put it in a space. And what I would say is that bass, like Jersey Club, you want that bass information. Like, you have the kick drum doing the pattern, but that should be like the bass. The bass should really be doing that pattern instead of just the kick drum, so that like, you definitely want that bass to be doing that as well.
Let me see some crazy, let me see some wicked.
As far as, like, the drum programming too, like, the drums just need to be knocking a lot more. They just feel very thin. And like, other than that, like, there's really not, like, definitely get this record mixed if it isn't already. Like, definitely get it mixed, or if it is mixed, it definitely needs a tune-up, because I feel like this record could definitely go. It's just a matter of just getting a solid mix on everything. It's just so everything has its own space and is the drums are knocking, bass has its own space, and your vocals are nice and up front as they should be. So that's really everything. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified
100
banger.
miles per hour by Young Hilly Goat. Super sick track. Thank you. Next we have, what's it called? Baliman E. Baliman. Oh my God. Baliman E. Energy X Walking Felony. Let's take a listen.
Creep up or buy on. No sleep until we find done. That stupid bitch left in the ditches, mama couldn't find done. I been selling bowls, been selling posts, told mama I'm a grave digger. Won't stop until I flame niggas. Pull up and show my ain't different. Look in my eye, see mama cry, won't stop until my bad different. All these hoes with 30 clothes, but pussy still be average. All the bros pull up the shows, my niggas, we be mad lit. All my fallen soldiers, man, I miss you, can't forget you. Tryna catch another body with the switch, cause they some bitches. I been running through my city, tryna catch me one little nigga. If I see him squeeze them triggers, all my niggas with some killers. I done hopped out and hauled down, I think you get the picture. Made that nigga snooze, he was on the news while chillin' at my villa. Put the V and Q's, roll up for you, goddamn it, I'm that nigga. Goddamn it, I'ma kill him. I can't wait to catch this nigga, plead the fifth, won't see no prison. I'm no good, but I'm a villain. I might tap into my mom ties and show him I'm that nigga, bitch. Yeah, nigga. 8973 in this bitch, nigga, suck my dick. Yeah, big Bally man, D-O-N. Gang.
Know y'all pay your monkey ass when I feel like it. Better suck my dick.
How you think Look, I got my nickname Walking Felony. I was walking around with guns since I was only 17. I do this trapping shit for fun. I keep these bows on side of me. Police locked me down and took my gun. I never took a plea. Grab my suit, it's time for war. I feel like
that was 1 minute and 30 seconds. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified banger.
Baliman E, Energy, and Walking Felony. I'm assuming that's 2 records put together that you did, so super sick. That was cool. As far as like the switch up, definitely didn't expect that. So super sick track. Love the production, like what's it called? This kind of drill sound, like I always love hearing these like really cinematic stuff, and these like piano type beats are always fun. And I definitely love the flow that you had on the track as well, like super sick. And as far as like, yeah, definitely the flow was sick on this record. It was very, very creative as far as like the beat switch up as well. I always love hearing those kind of things. As far as the, what's it called? As far as the critiques go, what I would say is the mix definitely, I would say, needs some work, especially the vocal mix, because the vocal mix seems a little bit like very like low mid heavy on top of like it's not really in a space. So that's what I would say is definitely like it definitely needs a mix. Like your vocals, like they do sound like they are a little bit compressed, but I do think that it does need some more spatial effects, some more of like a reverbs and delays for sure on top of the track, because everything just seems a little dry, I feel, especially the keys, like the instrumental. I don't think you produced this record. Let me know if you did. The keys as well, they do feel a little bit on the dry side. You could definitely use some reverb on the keys as well. And as far as like the snares too, they feel a little bit buried in the mix. Like the snares could definitely come out. But that's really everything. And be careful when you're doing punch-ins. Just always say the line before it, because I could hear every time that you did punch in. So definitely say a little bit of the line beforehand when you punch in every single time, because it just allows whoever's cutting it up or trying to make it sound smoother to just make it seem like it's seamless, instead of like hearing like, because it's interesting how our ears work. Like we could pick up on those things like really fast. For some reason, I don't know how to describe why, but definitely, I would definitely say the line before, or just even 2 lines before, and then come in when you come in every single time, because it allows, let's just say like you did good on that line too, and it just sounds smooth going into the next line. Like just keep, what's it called? Both lines that you did, you know, like the line before and the line after, if it sounds good, and if it makes the transition to coming in with the punch smoother. So definitely try that out. Definitely sick track. Thank you for submitting. Let's get it.
This was a certified banger.
What's it called? You review unreleased music? Yes, I do. I do review unreleased music. That's actually, if you are to release music, if you are to submit music to the live stream, I actually prefer that it is unreleased, because with all the critiques, it's kind of when you do post it, it's kind of like, I feel like since it's already live, like you would have to like take it down and re-release it. So I feel like as far as like the critiques and all the mixing and mastering advice that I give would definitely be a lot more useful for unreleased music. So that I would just take a note of that. But while we're here, if you found any of the reviews that we did so far helpful, be sure to hit the like button down below. Also, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification to get notified every time we go live. We go live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be sure to be there. What's it called? We always put the submission form on the Discord server first, so also be sure to join the Discord server as well. It should be linked in the description. So, without further ado, we're going to go into the next one. I'm definitely not going to pronounce this name right, so I'm not even going to try. So, what's it called? We're going to take a listen to Kin. Let's take a listen. So that was the woman in 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Super sick track. Thank you. Definitely love the lo-fi vibes. The piano was super sick. The drum programming was really nice as well. And the bass, definitely grooving. So definitely love the, what's it called? The vibes as far as the track goes. Really super chill vibes for sure. Oh man, the song is sending me to sleep. That's a good thing. That's a good sign. But super sick track. What I would say as far as critiques go is I feel like it just feels like a loop over and over and over again, and I wish that you had some more variety as far as the structure and the arrangement goes. So maybe not start with all of the instruments all at once like you do. Like I would recommend like starting off with maybe just the keys, like just the keys by itself for a bit, and then have like the bass come in, and then have the drums come in, and then take some parts, what's that called? Take some parts out, put some parts back in, and that could definitely help bring the kind of monotonous kind of groove that is kind of going on. Also, definitely would recommend having something more melodic in the top end. So maybe like another like keys layer that you had going on in the top, so that it could just be another thing to kind of break the kind of loop feel that it has currently. But other than that, really sick work. The bass could definitely, like, I feel like everything overall could feel a little bit warmer. So maybe some like tape saturation or vinyl saturation on certain instruments and whatnot. Experiment. Isotope has a free plugin called, like, I believe it's like Isotope Vinyl or something like that. You can get it for free. Definitely check that out. Try it out. Let me know how you think of it in the comments down below if you do try it out. And everything overall could be just a little bit louder, I think, and a little bit fuller. So definitely look at some mastering as far as mixing as well. But other than that, thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
So next we have Don't Play by Evrati. Let's get it. Doesn't help that it's 1 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on that shit. They say what you mean. I'm too mean, but I do anything just to get my paper up. And I know I'm gonna go away. And they know that I'ma go away all day. Get out of here with that bullshit. I'm not really fucking with you, no way. I don't really know how to feel about you, and you wanna keep playing my games. But already don't play. No. But already don't play. No. I'm my own boss, my own CEO. Yeah, this flow is unbeatable. See me through the streets, I'm speeding, no. I got a rhyme for that reason, oh yo. Reason. Still ready, don't play. No. Getting paper all day. Oh. Got some weight on my chest, that's how I get stronger. You ain't a leader, yeah, you a follower. Yeah, Roddy back now and he go harder. Low expectations at the damn water. And I'm only getting started. Oh. You can't keep up. No. Guess you gotta try harder. They say what you mean, I'm too mean, and I do anything just to get my paper up. Yeah, you know I don't play, no. Yeah, you know I don't play.
So that's the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting.
This was a
Don't Play by
certified
Evrati.
banger.
Super sick track. It's funny. As soon as I, like, what's it called? The Don't Play, but I played the record. I feel like I shouldn't have played. Oh my god. Don't mind me. What I would say as far as the track goes, love, like, it had this kind of cool like cinematic like I don't want to say like almost like horror-y, spooky kind of chords going on. Like you would hear in almost like this like organ in like a haunted house almost. Definitely the what's that called? Definitely has that vibe, and it's really cool with the tape kind of being put in as well. And definitely the vocals coming in very up front in your face. Some of the sound design was really cool as well. What I would say as far as critiques go, what I would say is there are some of the ad-lib vocals that are louder than your lead vocal, so just be careful of that. Like especially it was very obvious where there was this... It was like, where is it right there? It was like this vocal run that you did. Right there. that right there, it was louder than your lead vocal. I personally would not have it mixed that loud. So I would always have your ad-libs just a little bit behind the lead vocal as far as volume-wise. And what I would also say, as far as the record as well, is that the vocals sounded like they were distorted, and like your mic gain was too high. So just always be sure to watch where your gain is on your microphone when you're recording, or you might just be too close to your microphone as well. So just always peep where the levels are peaking and where they're what's that called, if it's going in the red or not. So just be careful of that, because it does sound like it is clipping the the preamp. And another thing is just be careful of your timing as well, because there are some timing issues. Like you are rushing at a few different points in the record. So definitely like try to be more on the relaxed side, or definitely take the time to go through all the vocal recording takes and whatnot, and just take the time to just kind of pocket shift things, maybe just a little bit back, a little bit forward, just wherever makes the most amount of sense, because it definitely felt like it was like really ahead of the beat at certain points. But other than that, really sick record. Thank you for submitting. Don't play.
This was a certified banger.
Next we have, I believe Chi is how you pronounce it. This one is called Bedroom Palace. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, I'm ready for you, and you know you're ready for me. Lay you down on the bed, put your hands over your head, I put my hands on your chest. Ride you like this stallion, baby, I don't need no rest. Better than the best, you can have all this, baby, I'm your treasure chest. You're my king, baby, better than royalty, and you'll always be my king as long as you stay with me. Tonight's just getting started. On my hands.
That is the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified banger.
Let's go. Super love the track. The very R&B vibes. So love the kind of like, what's it called? The very dreamy synth pads that are going on in the background. And your vocals, the hook section was crazy. The melody that you had fit the track perfectly, I think. So kudos to you in that. I always love hearing very melodic tracks. It's really cool. And the swing of the drums is fun as well. Did you produce the record? Let me know. It's definitely a fun song. So what I would say as far as the critiques for the record, what I would say is I feel that the vocals feel a little bit on the thin side. I feel you can get a little bit more like reverb on your vocals, like for sure. Your vocals feel a little bit on the thin side, so I would definitely look at whatever EQ processing that you have on your vocals. I don't know if you have any sort of like, what's it called, as far as like the mix template for your vocals. Definitely hear some compression. And there were some times where the ad-libs were louder than the lead vocal, especially it was more evident. There's one part in particular that I would say. Where is it? I think that was it. Right there, the word bed was a little bit loud in the mix, so I would definitely turn that down because it was definitely kind of peaked out when I was listening. Oh, definitely all those ad-libs there I would definitely turn down a little bit. What's it called? I didn't produce, but I did write the lyrics. Gotcha. No, yeah, definitely.
better than the best. You can have all this baby.
And I feel like there's some times where you could also just kind of ride the beat a little bit more, just a little bit back, because I feel like there's sometimes that you're almost just a little bit rushing at certain points. So definitely what I would say is maybe like you could also, like, I always like to, like, every time that I track vocals, especially like when it's like an R&B or like when people are like singing, is definitely take the time to pocket shift things and make sure that the harmonies and everything are just really locked in, and in not only with each other but also with the beat. So sometimes what I'll literally do is I'll mute all the background vocals and I'll just have the lead vocal, and I will go line by line, chop it up, and then just move a little bit to the left, move it to a little bit to the right until it's like perfect, and then do that for every single line until you go through the whole track, and then line up the backgrounds to the lead vocal, and then you should have everything just in pocket.
Your treasure chest, you're my king, baby, better than royalty. And you'll always be my king, decade tonight to you, baby, baby. You'll feel
I also wish the vocals also, you did like this or whatever it was in the lead vocal in the hook. I wish that the backgrounds also did that too. So it was just was really like in what's it called? Really locked in at that point.
like royalty.
But that's more personal taste. But other than that, like, super sick track. Love the R&B vibes. Your voice is sick. Love the hook writing and the lyric writing was sick of too. So really cool job.
This was a certified banger.
Chi, thank you for submitting. Hey, there we go. Immute says I want to try to mix her vocals. Definitely take Immute's offer. I definitely would recommend that. But thank you for submitting. Next we have Onchatiku. Sorry if I said it wrong. Solitude's Next Peak. Let's take a listen. So that was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified banger.
Solitude's Next Peak. Thank you. Like, love the lo-fi vibes. Second lo-fi record that was submitted today. Really cool stuff. I love the kind of, the warmth of the piano is nice. The drums as well. The drums, I did not expect the guitar to come in at all, like randomly in the 1 minute and 20 second mark, but definitely was a cool surprise to hear. And definitely always love to hear the kind of ambient, kind of other sounds that you have going on in the background as well. Like, I think it's like rain. Like, it's hard to tell exactly what it is, but it is definitely something rain-esque. So, and then these kind of, the drum swing is really cool as well. What I would say as far as critiques for the track, I feel like overall you could still get it a little bit warmer sounding. Like, it just feels like it's just missing this kind of like warm low mids like that could really fill up the space. Like, I would definitely listen to other lo-fi records and just listen to how the the keys and everything sound in the mix, and definitely try to kind of use that as a reference for your EQ. But definitely love the vibe. This is definitely a sick record. Love the arrangement for sure. What I would say is Drums overall, like I do love the swing of them. I feel like they could just be like a little bit louder in the mix. But it definitely has like a nice chill vibe, but also don't be afraid to have the rain throughout the track as well. Like it doesn't necessarily have to like stop at a certain point. Because it feels like it is kind of out of the blue where it just kind of just, now it's just piano and drums. So maybe just find a way either to like maybe slowly fade it out or like figure out a way to maybe even like incorporate it just low in the mix throughout the whole track, but just make it, automate the volume so that it's loud in the beginning and then kind of dwindles down to where it's more of like a background texture. So, but really sick track. No, I definitely love this one. And the guitars, what I would say is, you kind of lose like a sense, like it could be just my first listen, I would have to really hear. It does seem like there are times where it's just a little bit lagging behind, so just be careful as far as like pocket shifting and everything like that. But really, that's really it as far as critiques go. Like, that was a sick record. I appreciate the feedback. Of course, I got you. No, super sick track. Like, thank you for submitting. That was Solitude's next beat.
This was a certified banger.
Super sick track. Thank you for submitting. Next we have Signs by My Beats Are Trash. Let's take a listen. Oh damn. Sick track. Thank you for submitting. Signs.
This was a certified
My
banger.
Beats Are Trash. Let's go. I absolutely love that. What? Like very consistent with your bangers, man. My Beats Are Trash. Definitely a lie. No, definitely sick track. Love the kind of the swing of the track. Your drum swing is nuts. And let me know, how do you program your 808s like that? That's super sick, the way that they glide. Because what's it called? Like, I love the cleanliness of your 808s. So definitely love this kind of like stringed instrument that you had going on. I can't tell exactly which one it is. It's kind of hard to tell. But what I would say is, as far as like critiques go for the record, like the drums sound clean, the drums are definitely knocking, samples really sick, but at a certain point, like here, I do like the fact that you do have like some cool kind of dropouts and whatnot in the arrangement, but I feel like you could have something else also melodically, almost like playing like the chords in the background, like super airy synth, like not with a lot of high end a lot of high-end information in the not a lot of high-end, but just something to kind of make it sound warmer and fuller, so almost like a pad to just kind of really fill in some of that space and just make it feel like it's just wide, you know? Like, that's really all I would say for this track, because everything is very clean. Like, the sound design is really clever. That's really it. Thank you for submitting. Signs by me. My Beats Are Trash. Sorry for messing it up.
This was a certified banger.
Loved it. Damn. Okay. I see you. Next we have EP.03 by CRASHTEST. Another submission from CRASHTEST. Let's take a listen. I can't talk today. What the hell? Another submission from CRASHTEST. Let's take a listen. So that's the woman in 30 mark. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified banger.
Love the groove, like nailed the groove on this one. Like as far as like the vocals, and what's I really did love the kind of like the vocal flow that you had going on. Like that really staccato-y kind of flow definitely fit the beat very well. And I just love the kind of like the swing of this part. So it's just a really fun record, man. Like, and the, what's it called? The 808's definitely pumping for sure. What I would say as far as the critiques go, I felt like rhythmically when it started out, it was really confusing on what the focal point was. Because the kick drum is saying a different thing than what the bass is saying, but it just felt a very bit, like very confused. Of like, what's supposed to be like the swing here. So I feel like I would definitely revisit the instrumental in that point and like just see like if you could take anything out, because I feel like there's just too much going on in there to really latch onto a groove that I wish that I could. Because as soon as you go in until like 13 seconds in here, or 23 seconds, I'm blind, don't mind me. No, 13 seconds, I mean my bad. As soon as it hits like 13 seconds, like right here, it's like very clear. Like, and what would be really cool, I wish your vocals like maybe even like got really creative and had like a fast ping pong delay effect. So like have it like on like 16th note triplet delay, or maybe even like a 8th note triplet delay. So it's like almost like a PA speaker. And that could sound really cool as like an effect on your vocals for this, because that's what it sounds like. Your vocals feel very, it sounds like you did that on purpose. So I feel like that would just accentuate that. It reminds me of like a Kendrick type flow. That's funny. Yeah, that's really what I would say is definitely get creative. If you don't do that effect, I would definitely say the vocals could feel a little bit thicker. So other than that, like really sick work. Like definitely a sick record for sure. I do like this record, I think, more than the last one that you submit. I like the last one, but I definitely think this one's a strong song. I would just fix those things and perfect. So thank you for submitting. Let's get it. Crash Test EP.
This was a certified banger.
03. I'm assuming that's probably just the third track off your EP, but thank you for submitting. Next we have Young Spirit, Baba House by MCHAL Beats. Let's get it. Another submission by MCHAL Beats. Let's get it. Be careful of the key signature.
Es gibt Schoko für die Kicks. Für mich gibt es Edibles, weil ich etwas älter bin. Ballere Hasen mit den schwarzen Afghanen in meinen Teig. Vor Ostern, lass mal chillen, komm, wir nehmen uns die Zeit. Produziere Schoki, die Schoki ist am Kippen. So viele Leute wollen in Osterhasen ficken. Ich will einfach nur kiffen und meine Ruhe haben. Sonst baue ich ne Schoki-Gang, werd sie mit Eiern laden. Dann baller ich dein AMG voll mit meinem Eiweiß. 20 Jahre Massephase, ich bin breiter als Kleinstein. Du bist lyrisch wie Einstein, deine desolaten Texte sind der Grund für deine Wackness. Also halt bitte die Fresse.
That is the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Young Spirit on the house.
This was a banger.
Hey, that was sick. No, love the guitars and the what's it called, the instrumental, as far as the what's it called. Definitely like the progression of the instrumental was sick. The drum programming was sick because you're the producer on the record, and the vocals, the vocal flow was cool as well. Especially like, but one of the, as far as critiques go, the immediate thing that popped out was the key. Like the key signature is definitely off as far as the auto-tune, like it's like very off, so just be careful of that. I will give you the key so that you could switch the auto-tune to the right key real quick. Hold on. So it's in B minor. So definitely switch your auto-tune to B minor. And that should fix your issue. But that just definitely immediately was the first thing that popped in my head, is you definitely have to fix the key signature on the auto-tune. Always double check that. Because just that first note, especially, what's that called? Definitely, I would definitely go back to the auto-tune and change that key. But other than that, like definitely like the writing was cool. Like the melodies that you had, the melody ideas. I could hear the melody ideas that you had. I just feel like once you switch the keys, it should lock into place. But other than that, like there isn't really much else to say. Thank you for submitting, Young Spirit Baba House. Let's get it.
This was a certified banger.
Next we have Crazy For You by Ceres. Correct me if I'm wrong by pronouncing it that way. Let's get it. What's good, Life's Adventures?
That boy looking naughty, fixing the face look bright in the light. That beat got me stuck in my mind. Big back, slim waist with a pretty face. I know that pretty tight. Send the location. You already know I pay for the flight. You already know my attention. I'm just trying to make you mine. If you share your darkest secrets, I won't know who you are. Come change my colour and we can stare at the stars. All this money I got, ain't mine, it's ours. The web at 9, I'll pay for the spars. What's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. There ain't no complications. I'm going, I'm done with the hoes. I don't need no validation. You know I'm crazy for you, you crazy for me. Skip this talking stage and get on your knees. I wanna stare into your eyes, so it's missionary. Got a better man, wishing than me. Don't worry about no one, it's just you and me. Spend the night, I ain't seen you the day. I'll hold you close when it starts to rain. You got me, you don't need that pain. It's you and me now, I don't wanna hear no back in the day. She think I'm on my second bay. You know we way past second base. I ain't here to fucking cheat, baby I'm here to stay. Baby let's fuck off a perk, I got what you need. Oxy cold on MDMA. That boy looking naughty, vixen. Your face look bright in the light. That beat got me stuck in my mind. Big back.
Says the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified banger.
Crazy For You by Ceres. I believe that's how we say your name. Sorry if I mispronounced it, but sick job. Love the guitar vibes. The You Making Me Crazy. I don't know if that's a sample or not, but it does sound sick. Love the guitar vibes.
Your face look bright in the light.
And I always love to hear drill. Drill is always fun. Your vocal tone definitely fits drill very well, so definitely keep doing this style because it definitely sounds good on your vocals. As far as critiques go, what I would say is whatever your vocals sound like they were recorded on a, like, I don't know if it was a phone or whatnot, but it definitely, the quality is definitely could be improved. So I would definitely either invest, if you don't already have a setup, a mix, a recording setup, definitely invest in like a microphone or go to the studio to really get a high quality recording, because I feel like that's really what this is lacking for sure. It's just immediately, it just sounds very tinny, your vocals, like the mix itself, and it can sound a lot more full. So definitely investing in recording setup, I would definitely highly recommend doing so. And last thing, I would also just be careful of timing issues, because there are definitely a decent amount of timing issues throughout the track here. So definitely make sure that I would definitely practice the track over and over and over and over again before you record, and just make sure that you're just really nailing the timing. And when you are practicing, listen back to yourself and think like whether or not you're rushing certain parts, or you might be like laying back too much of certain parts, because there are definitely parts in here that you are rushing, so just be careful of that. Also, you could take the time to just cut up the vocals, pocket shift them a little bit to the right, and yeah, that should solve your issue as far as like the timing things, but definitely thought it was a sick record. Thank you for submitting. Crazy for you. Next we have Into the Unknown by, I'm gonna pronounce that wrong, Aetherisound. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but let's take a listen. That is the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting Into the Unknown.
This was a certified banger.
Love the cinematic vibes. Always love to, hear some string pieces and keys. Always nice. I used to make music like this back in the day. But I definitely love this, like cinematic, very orchestral pieces for sure. As far as the, critiques go for the track, what I would say is the beginning part just felt like there was like this kind of low bed sound that you had going on underneath the, because you have like these, like you have this kind of line going on back and forth. I would definitely turn that up because it feels like in the beginning, if you have your volume really low, it almost sounds like just church bells. So just be careful of that. And then when you have these kind of horns come in here, definitely nice touch as far as like melodically speaking. But it could also feel a lot fuller. Have a soundtrack, please. Oh damn, I could definitely see that in Immute. Like as far as like the, what's it called? Ezio is still alive as a mentor from Assassin's Creed. Yeah, it's a very like inspirational type track. Like I can hear almost like a speech almost over it. Like especially with the dum bum 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 bum. It's more like faster bowed string staccato parts. But definitely love the cinematic vibes. That's really it as far as critiques go. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Next we have Clucka by Rubixx. Let's get it.
Like the Mac smack a nigga like a nigga smack a bitch, you cluster, stain a buster. Nigga like the Mac smack a nigga like a nigga smack a bitch, you cluster, stain a buster.
So that's the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. That was Clucka by Rubixx.
This was a certified banger.
Super sick track. Loved it. Like, you have this very like ominous kind of feel to your tracks, and the drums are definitely knocking for sure, and definitely have these like very like low percussive piano kind of stabs. They're really cool. But as far as critiques go, what I would say is definitely the track is digitally clipping, so be careful of that. The drums are way too loud. Like, as far as like, it's like distorting, so just be careful of that. But definitely love the creativity with the really like the sound design is really cool as far as the creativity. That's really everything. Thank you for submitting, Rubixx. Let's get it. Next we have, I believe it's only 2 more records for the night, guys. So next we have Free Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar, What's It Gonna Stop, Type Beat. Let's get it. That's the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified banger.
Free Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar's Not Type Beat, Arabast. I'm definitely gonna say that wrong, and I wish I could say your producer name. Like, I have no idea what's it called, how to pronounce that. But thank you for submitting. Super sick track. What I would say as far as the track goes, love the sample. Really cool, and the drum programming definitely fit whatever you were doing as far as the sample goes. So I do love the swing that you had going on. And the arrangement's really cool. I would love to hear an artist on this for sure. So definitely, if you have an artist hop on this, definitely, submit it again. Love to hear it. But as far as critiques go for the record, what I would say is, for one, always be sure, I don't know if the sample personally, but if it is a popular sample, just make sure that you are able to use it without any sort of like issues when you, especially if you're selling the track, because you could run into issues as far as copyright infringement. So just be careful of that. So I don't know if the way that it seems is that it doesn't seem like you sampled anything off as far as that, but if it is, I would just double check just in case. But that's a super sick track that you definitely produced here. But definitely, I always say, like, my next critique would be, like, as far as, like, artists, like, producer names, like, I always say, like, when it comes to, like, always try to have it easy for people to, like, get it right off the bat as far as, like, how to pronounce your name. So I think that's very important as far as, like, a branding standpoint. But other than that, really sick track.
This was a certified banger.
Thank you for submitting. Next we have, this is the last one, I believe this is the second one that UltraBlu submitted. So this is Blueprint. This is the last one for the night, guys. So let's take a listen. We're going to listen to the full one because he is a subscriber. So this is going to be another in-depth critique. Then we're going to wrap up for the night. Let's get it. Is that current? No, do you have the, what's it called? This is the Discord DMs. Let me check. Hold up. I didn't see. Oh, you sent it. Okay, I see. Final cut question mark. Got it. Got you, fam. Let's get it.
Mama told me it was fish in the ocean.
You get UltraBlu.
Water, I'm so coasting. Moving slow, just a few degrees from frozen. With my women, I can't ever do no low risk. But you know it is fucking subconscious. I should weigh my options. Drugs, a lot of them to help think and process. Rolling through August, back to where I started. You heartless, I bought it, and thank God that I caught it. In my state of mind, you can't rely on me to find my center. Winter's coming early, I'm just bitter. Look me in the fucking eye, I took the words from your mouth. I ain't even reached my prime, but you still fuck with the sound. Kept me going, kept me running towards the goalpost. Had me blowing smoke about trips to London, trying to shoot. Real too bad, that's fantasy, I can't bear to see what we came to be. The pages out of the story, guess you wasn't too important. Felt something like ecstasy or amphetamines, you the shit I need. Why'd you have to go and force it? Soon as I noticed all the cold shit, I know I was counting my days to remoteness. End of the road shit, trying to stay focused. Tell myself to keep far away, she just broken. Pause told me not to ever show emotion. And the nicest kind of bitches on some ocean. Water they could finally make a motion. Take another one of these, watch my soul lift. Fuck, subconscious. I should weigh my options. Drugs, a lot of them to help think and process. Rolling through August, back to where I started. You heartless, I bought it, and thank God that I caught it. In my state of mind, you can't rely on me to find my center. Winter's coming early, my temper. Every second I'm awake is a nightmare. Who I become to the night air. Used to talk about a life till we dare. Go to war with myself, but who she care? She do this all wrong with the world in her palm. Snow cover heart, but her eyes tell it wrong. Roll piece of art, take a pit and she gone. Oh, next time I see her alive, I gotta kiss her goodbye. I just pry and pry, but I've been wasting her time. She made me take the dive, then put weights on my ankles. I tell her I break those, the way that she break those. Mama told me it was fish in the ocean. Yacht filling up with water, I'm so coasting. It was slow, just a few degrees from frozen. With my women, I can't.
Hey, that was UltraBlu. Blueprint.
This was a certified banger.
I see what you did with the what's it called? The cover, the blueprint. I see you. And the blue rocket. Hell yeah. No, definitely love the record, man. Like for sure. Glad that we heard it. Definitely love the what's it called? The ambient keys in the background, and the vocals are really sick as well. Like, definitely love whatever sample this is. I don't know if you produced this record. It definitely had a nice swing to it as well, as far as the drums. And the, what's it called? The bass was also sick as well. So as far as what I would say, as for critiques, what I would say is definitely the vocals, like maybe just a little bit less on the effects, I think, because there's times where the effect kind of gets, like when you have like, I believe it's like the low vocals and like a high vocals mixed in at the same time. Like it kind of goes back and forth at a certain point in the record. It's like somewhere around, like, yeah, at a certain point, like it seems like it's going back and forth. I would definitely say less is more when it comes to effects most of the time.
that's where I see.
Because you definitely want your lead vocal to definitely be the, what's it called, the main focus of the whole entire track for sure. And again, with the vocals definitely sound a little bit muffled in the mix, so it could definitely use even more high end.
Look me in the fucking eye, I took the words from your mouth. I ain't even reached my prime, but used to fuck with the sound. Kept me going, kept me running.
And as far as like the panning on certain things as well, like some of the ad-libs I feel could definitely have its own space, like their own space in the what's it called, the panning field. And as far as like, I wish the track was a little bit like, the track is cool, but I wish it was more melodically interesting. Like, I feel like the track doesn't like grab me as much as it could. Like it just, like it feels very monotone throughout the track. Like there's not a lot of, like, it could be in the track arrangement itself, but it doesn't really have that kind of pull factor that I wish it did have. And I know that you could do it. Like I feel like you want to play it safe too much. I feel like that's a big issue as far as like, if I was to say like your biggest issue is you like to play your melodies too safe. Like it's very too much. Bum 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 bum. And like that, it's kind of like doing that sort of thing for the majority of the track, like that kind of idea. See? Like it's still the same notes there, and I'm sure if I go here, it's the same. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum, and then even over here. That's a little different. Okay, that's where you switch it up a little bit. But still a majority of the track that you're kind of staying on those like three notes over and over again. But I know you could definitely bring out some more interesting melodic, what's it called, phrasing inside of your tracks for sure. So I would definitely, what's it called, practice your melody writing for sure, because I know for a fact that once you get, like, you have a great tone for these type of songs, like these very like, I don't, lack of a better, like these like fun like trap records with these like very ambient keys and everything like that. You definitely have the vocals for it. It's just you need to find, I guess, your voice in that. And the way to do that is to be able to find more of a, what's it called, being able to be flexible as far as your melodies go, because it seems like you kind of gravitate towards that. Like, and it's not just this song, it's most of your tracks kind of gravitate towards that similar melodic structure, the bum 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 bum, like, and you don't really kind of try to branch out in your range here. And I feel like you definitely could get a lot more spiciness in your tracks if you did so. So I would like literally, like, even if it sounds ridiculous, as I always like recommend, is definitely go in the booth, record like 5 times, and you just like microphone, like don't even care. Sorry, my cat's like chilling over there. She brought me a cat toy. Hi, kitty. But oh, hi. Yep, she says hi. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she says hi loud and proud. But what I would say is definitely like record like 5 times. Do not care if you're out of pitch or anything. Like, just try different things. And when it comes to certain things, I know the cat over here is like still chilling. She also, see, she wants my attention. Hi, kitty. So what's it called? She likes to like randomly come down and bring toys to me, like these like soft like toys. So, but don't mind her. She's chilling. But definitely I would go through the whole track, record some melodic ideas. Don't be afraid if you're off key, because you could always fix it later, and just really just go with what's in your head, and then just piece the melodic ideas and just run it by multiple different people and just see like where your where the melodies could definitely like, what's it called, use some more oomph, because there isn't like a clear structure here as far as like hooks and whatnot either. And I feel like I would also take the time to really study cats being cats, I know. Just doing their thing. I would definitely take the time and go through and just make sure that what's that called, that you are changing up the melodies, and especially like having different sections and studying records that you like. So like there's usually like an A, a B, and a C section for songs. So definitely peep those things, like what is the verse melody doing versus what the hook melody is doing, and like take 10 of your like, what's it called, most listened to songs on Spotify, and just listen to the structure and count how many bars so they keep a flow for a certain amount of time before they switch to the next flow. And that way that'll really help you like frame your melodies to make them more, what's it called, stand out more, if that makes any sense.
Look me in the fucking eye, I took the words from your mouth, I ain't even reached my prime, but you
Because that could be also something like, I also was thinking of like ideas for content. So if you guys, would you be interested if we made some sort of like production style or like writing style type content? Like let me know as well, because I'm open to making that kind of those kind of videos for you guys as well. So just let me know if that comes in clutch. Bro, I just fell asleep. I missed like half the stream because lo-fi songs earlier really hit. No, it's cool, man. I know the lo-fi lurkers, like kudos whoever, what's it called? Kudos to, I think it was like starts with an O, but whoever's lo-fi records, like shout out to you. But I think that's really the majority thing. Like I think just working on your melody writing would definitely help you a ton, like for sure. Like that's really the biggest takeaway, what I would say. And just let me know if you need any help, like as far as like melody writings. Like I'm open to also like showing like some sort of process or whatnot as far as content to show you how to like develop more interesting melodic ideas and structuring sections. So just let me know if you would be interested in that kind of content, because I'm definitely looking for some ideas as far as like for the YouTube channel and for like shorts and whatnot. So oh, did I just miss ultra second track? Yeah. Fell on your inner self like that and get oh, mute. Oh, that's funny. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask UltraBlu. I hope that's helpful. So I think that's everything as far as the tracks go for the night. Yep, that's the final stuff. Alrighty, guys. Oh, I went to the same screen. Oh man, see, I'm working on being some sort of streamer or some shit. But guys, thank you so much for coming to the live stream tonight. If you have any questions or like, what's it called? If you have any ideas for content that you would like to see, or any sort of like music news or any sort of things that you would like us to cover, please comment down below or let us know in the Discord server as well. Very reachable. So if you found any of the reviews helpful, be sure to hit the like button down below. Also, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and also hit the bell icon to get notified every time we go live. We go live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely be on the lookout of that. And Discord subscribers always get the forms first. So always be sure to join the Discord server. And yeah, guys, if you have any ideas for content, definitely let me know. Thank you guys for coming along, and you guys rock. Peace out.
This was a certified banger.
Also, congrats to I Has Fins, by the way. That's another thing I want to say. So definitely hit us up if you haven't already. Peace out, guys. Bye.
This was a certified banger.
Oh my god, the sounds.